Hey Sagittarius, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings, so we take what works, we leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength or storyline on this reading, go check your other major placements. Also, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. It makes me happy and it helps other people find the channel. All right, we're starting off with two oracle decks. The Urban Crow and Moonology, and then we'll move on to a more traditional tarot spread with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. All right, Moonology, what do you have for Sagittarius this week? Yeah? Okay. All right. Let's see here. Urban Crow, what do you have? Generous as always. I love how these cards just slide out. Wait, something happened here. All right. Nice. Okay. Love seeing that card here. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. I do have a very good feeling about this reading, and the cards are coming out here. Awesome. Okay, you might have to start a conversation, but things are going to go well. Let's start with the bad news first, okay? Mischief. Here, crows like to pull tails, pulling on this poor cat's tail, teasing it, harassing it. You may be experiencing some sense of harassment, some bullying, or some... you may be part of that, part of a, this whole group activity, group think. We can really start to, lose our own sense of self within the group. And if the group isn't behaving well, we can lose that, our own sense of what's right, what's wrong, what needs to happen, or what we should be doing. We can lose that in a need to belong to a group, right? So that could be going on. You could be part of this mischief making, or and there's of course good mischief, or you could be experiencing someone that's just harassing you just for the fun of it. Some people are like that. I have no idea why, and so there's something going on here that it's not really gonna harm you, but it could be really bothering you and getting under your skin. That might be the purpose, is to get under your skin. All right, so that out of the way, and I wonder how this other stuff is going to relate to that. So here we have the other crow card, abundance. There's just a lot here. There's plenty to go around. There's a bumper crop going on here. This is summer in Southeast Alaska. Everybody's making money. Everybody's working hard. There's just a lot of work to be done, a lot of opportunities. There's no need to squabble over anything. If we're squabbling over something or creating mischief, there's no need for it. Let's get busy with this harvest. Let's get busy with all the stuff we have to do, with all the opportunities we're looking at, with everything before us. There's so much to do here other than mischief. That's not mischief. There's just a lot going on here. Hold on a second. Okay, one of my teens doing, online school, getting a little rowdy apparently for that. So, all right, so there's a lot going on here. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to harvest. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of. This mischief just seems like a distraction. Like, why are we doing this? It's really funny. He's a Sagittarius too. So, in the middle of interrupting his own reading, my goodness. So, and then we have some other really good cards here. We have a win-win outcome is forecast. So some sort of balanced, reciprocal, relating. The rest of this has to do with some kind of conversation or some kind of relating. You might have an abundance of opportunities for this conversation to happen. So a win-win outcome forecast. Both people are going to be happy. It's going to be balanced. It's going to be reciprocal. There's some good balance here. We have the answers you need are coming. You don't necessarily need to root around for them or be pissy about them, or and now here's Jack. We've got a very distraction-filled reading here today. So the answers you need are coming. Well, check, just wandering into the room. So you're going to know what you need to know. You're going to get the information you need to get. It's on its way. You don't really need to pester or bug. They're coming. There's a passivity to this. The answers you need are coming. Maybe you have asked some questions, and maybe you have, asked for what you needed in the past, but there's no need to nag or have or pester, because the answers are already on the way. It looks like you might like the answers. They might be helpful or useful for you. You have communication is key. That's what's making me think this might be about conversations. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini and full moon in Gemini, both of these about ideas, communication. One is the fulfillment of the question has been asked, and the fulfillment of the question is on its way. New moon in Gemini, communication is key. Let's get started. Let's get something going, because we also have cardinal moon. With the new moon here, that's what I'm thinking is communication and conversation needs to get started, needs to get going, maybe about dealing with this issue, the mischief. Be bold and make the first move. So you're going to need to start the conversation. It's going to take some courage. It's going to require some courage on your part, or some planning, some figuring out how to do this. Being bold, that's not being rash, that's not being brash, that's not being, and we're not making a bold sudden move. We might be, but that's not necessarily what this is talking about. When I first saw this, I was like, what? Be bold? Oh, I always make really weird mistakes and decisions when I'm being bold and making a sudden move. But then I was like, wait. It didn't say that. It said be bold and make the first move. This can be planning something out. This can be figuring out how to communicate what you need. But you've got to start the conversation. You've got to initiate something. Hi, Jack. This is Captain Jack. I don't know if Sagittarius has met Captain Jack yet. Being bold, so taking some initiative on this. You're going to have to take some initiative. Communicating is key. It is going to turn out well. My desk here is now shorter than it's smaller than it used to be, and there's not a lot of room for this guy here. Yep. I think it's so funny when cats are like, pet me. So you just hold your hand out. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Hold on. All right. So Jack has left us. Now we can get to the tarot part of the reading. Okay. All right. Okay, well, this came out as an overall vibe for the reading. We have this death card, transformation. There's something that's really changing here, maybe from mischief to abundance. Maybe something that has been bothersome and annoying is getting transformed here. So there's this transformative vibe, this thing of something from the past, maybe an old problem, an old issue, dying away, allowing a new issue to come in, allowing us to grow, and allowing a new life to come in, and a new way of dealing with something. So this is a big transition here, a big change. Change in the energy, maybe a change in the way you're interacting with a certain situation or a certain thing here. The old way is being let go of, and a new way of interacting, or because the communication is, we have answers, we have communication is key. So there's something that you're doing, and maybe you're just communicating about this change and communicating about how you'd like to move going forward. Yeah. I also want to say with this abundance card, there's a sense of trying something, exploring, and finding where that abundance is going to be for you. So there's following your intuition to the cannery, to the place where there's a lot waiting for you. So we're seeing initiative, communication. Oh, good grief. Conflict. This is about this card too. This isn't serious conflict. This is maybe internal conflict, but also, strategy. There's a game, but it's a war game, and there's strategy involved here. There's a conflict. Drawing lines in the sand, communicating positions, maybe how you feel about something, where you stand on something. This reading, I tell you what, it's got like 4 million distractions in it. That's part of the message, I'm sure. It's so unusual. All right. Sagittarius. Here is your past, your present, your inner landscape. What's the issue? Your environment, to-do list, and possible outcome. Yes, I like some of this. There's a lot. We've got this twin energy in the Gemini here, and we've got twins showing up all over here. So there's some sort of connection going on here. Something that resonates with you, something that you get and gets you. This could be a job, this could be relationships, this could be friends, family. There's some sort of reflected connection here where you can see yourself in something. Maybe you can see yourself doing something or going somewhere, but there's a recognition of your own self, of your own who you are here. Oh my goodness, yeah, there's just so much. There's scales everywhere here, balanced scales, balanced relationship. It's pretty cool. So here we have King of Wands in your recent past. This has been either you or someone you know has had a lot of leadership. They lead from intuition. They may even be able to lead to this abundance, but they lead from a place of intuition and inspired. This is inspired leadership, charisma, leadership that people willingly, happily follow. This person knows that they're a leader. They know that people listen to them. They know that, are you serious right now? Oh my God. You guys, what is going on with this reading? This is just wild, just wild. When Jack jumped up on this table, he like knocked off half the cards. It's just, I don't know what's going on. There's something about distraction and about trying to stay on task and on track here. There is something here. I'm wondering about this mischief card and this reading. If this mischief card wasn't just talking about what's happening in this reading. Because there's this really cool thing happening, and then there's like all these distractions and interruptions, and in this space I pay particular attention to that kind of thing. So King of Wands, this is either you or someone that inspired you. Someone has inspired you and you want to follow their lead. This is very exciting, very interesting. There's some leadership here that's really intuitive, really easy to follow. It's fun to follow this person. It's fun to imagine where this might lead, where this person is taking you, or you've been able to inspire other people where it hasn't felt like a chore to follow your leadership. It's felt really inspiring and really good. This person marches to the beat of their own drum. They create the rhythm, and everybody else sort of falls in line and takes that as their cue, right? This is really great inspired leadership. The King of Wands, this can also be about just really mastering your intuition, understanding exactly where this abundance is, and really having a really strong connection to your intuition and being able to know where it's leading you and how to follow it. There's a sense of mastery with this King of Wands as well, as far as creative mastery, intuitive mastery, inspired mastery. In your current situation, you have the Sun card. This reading's really beautiful. The Sun card, I mean, it's kind of a sausage, the way it's coming out and the way it's getting put together, but the reading itself is gorgeous. So here we have the Sun card. There's a lot of clarity, a lot of positivity, a lot of growth and happiness, and you see very clearly where you want to go. You see very clearly where you've been. There's just this positivity and this radiant happiness and joy and clarity. Everything seems clear. The answers you need are coming. This is what the Sun card is, this clarity, these answers, being here, being available to you, seeing everything very clearly. Maybe you've been very inspired by a certain person, and now you see very clearly what's going on here. Sun card, it's kind of a simple card. It's just clear, happy, growth. And then what's on your mind, your inner landscape, your hopes, your fears, is the Lover's card. This is about connection with something that is very heart of your heart. It's a twin, we have we have these twins here. And then we're also going to be having twins here too. So we have these twins here. So this is about your hopes, your fears. I mean, the Lover's card is about decisions. It's about how do we make decisions in our lives? Do we, what is the gas that we put in our tank, in our motors to move forward in life and to go where we want to go? Are we being drawn towards what we love, or do we move towards that, or do we move in fear towards safety, towards security, towards the obvious answer, right? So the Lovers, this could be something that's on your mind. Like you've met something, you see something that you want, you see something that's exciting to you, and I really better, okay, open that door before the cat does more mischief here. Right now, I would really like a bunch of crows to pull on that cat's. No, yeah, kind of. And then the Lovers here is about a decision. How are we going to live? That's the way the Lovers. Are we going to direct ourselves towards things that we love, towards a life that we love, towards things that resonate with us and things that we truly connect with? Or are we going to go with what's logical, what's normal, what everybody tells us to do, what makes sense? So that's on your mind is something. So you're seeing something here very clearly that you want, that this is who you are, this is what you want, this is something really beautiful, this is the beautiful life. And now you're looking at, like, do I go towards that? Is that okay? Can I go towards this thing that I want? Can I be this person that I want to be? Can I do this job that I think I really want to do? And you know, where's abundance? You have to follow your intuition. You won't know unless you find out, right? That's true for all of our decisions. We won't know how it turns out, because we can keep going forward, keep tweaking, keep moving, you know. And so this abundance is like, where is that abundance? And you know, do you follow your heart? Do you follow your intuition, which might not make a lot of sense? Or do you do something that's more normal or seems more logical? Or this is the way you're supposed to live. This is the way you're supposed to function. I think about all of and have been very inspired by all of my LGBT friends, and this moment that they have where they're like, this is just who I am, and I don't know what else to do here, but this is who I am, and you can either love it or leave it, you can take it or leave it, whatever. But it's this moment of strength where you come and you tell your people, like, hey, I'm not going to be on the normal route or the usual route that everybody else goes. I have to take a different path because this is who I am. That's the Lover's card to me, is I have to take a different path because this is who I am, and this is what draws me. And this is the path that I have to go on, even though, you know, 80 to 90% of you are doing this other thing. I'm being called in this different direction to live a life that's outside of the usual, outside of the expected. So you can take inspiration from those people in your life. So, and then we have the Emperor in reverse as when an issue, feeling powerless. You may not feel like you have a right to take this path. You may feel powerless to do this. You see something very clearly, but you don't feel empowered. You don't feel like you can do it. You don't feel like it's your right. Or there could be someone here that is a jerk, that is a bully, that that makes you feel powerless and makes you feel bothered or harassed. This Emperor in reverse can be someone who's quite controlling. This can be a really strong bully. I mean, I think of mischief. I mean, bullying, it's like with words, with this mischief card here, it's not something that's physically going to harm you. And with this 5 of Wands here, this isn't a physical fight. This is a mental fight. This is a strategic fight. So this person or this energy or this entity that you're dealing with can be very controlling, bullying, cruel. They use their power cruelly. They're not, it's not a kind, gentle energy. They feel like they have a right to treat you like this. They feel like they have a right to do this and to be this way. And, you know, this could be like a parent or a boss or someone that feels like they might even feel like their job here is to harass you and is to be an asshole to you, and is to force you and control you into taking a usual route, into doing what they say. Not following your heart, but doing what they say. And that's what this Lover's card here, that's why this is on your mind, is because there's somebody here or an entity that you have to deal with that wants you to do things a certain way. And if you don't do it that way, you're, you know, worthless scum. So, there is some sort of battle here, but it's of words and concepts, not necessarily physical. In your environment, though, you have this Justice card. So again, another scales card, things being balanced. You have some sort of balanced, fair situation. This could be karma coming in for behavior, past behaviors of somebody. Somebody could be experiencing it's in your environment. So you could be dealing with the justice system. You could be dealing with an asshole judge. You could be dealing with the justice system. You could be dealing with sort of the scales being righted. Something in your environment is more fair now. Something's getting corrected. There's some truth. There's some honesty. We already have the Sun card here talking about being able to see things clearly. There's some honesty. There's some truth here. There's some nice balanced karmic scales here. There's whatever's been done and achieved through how we've gone about our business is coming back. So there's something in your environment where there's matters of integrity are at play here, and how we do things is just as important as what we do. So your to-do list, what you're looking for, Two of Cups. Again, we have the twins here. We have the mirroring and energy. Two of Cups is a deep emotional connection. This is to engage with this deep emotional connection that is very clear to you. You see it now. And there's a question here of should you follow your intuition? We have two cards. And should you follow your intuition or do what you've been told to do? And maybe even harassed and bullied about. So we have this. Do you go towards this abundance? Do you go towards this thing that you connect with? So this is like a deep emotional connection, sharing your feelings with someone, sharing or connecting, going towards what it is that you love, going towards what it is that's calling you, going towards that intuitive connection. You know there's something more there for you. You know that this relationship and there's communication here. You know that's so I really feel like with this Death card here that we're talking about ending the rule of this Emperor, the controlling rule of this Emperor, because this, with the Lovers card here, this is saying very clearly, I mean, we have two soulmate cards here, right? And I don't want to, this could be just like, hey, I love this and I love this thing, and this thing, it could be like music or art or even accounting for many people. And I want to go towards it. And there's something beautiful here. Do I go towards it, or do I do what I've been told? Do I do the expected route? And this is saying very clearly, go towards the thing that you love, the thing that resonates with you, the thing that you connect with, whether this is a person, a career, or anything. Like, just go towards what brings you alive. I mean, I've never seen such a clear reading with the Lovers here as far as like the decision, and then this tarot reading is being extremely clear on what decision it wants you to make. It's telling you in no uncertain terms here to go towards this thing that makes you feel alive, this thing that that brings you life, and this thing that you connect with, whatever it is. Go towards it. It's saying very clearly to go towards the thing that brings you alive. I mean, it's hinted at in the Lovers card that we go towards the thing that brings us alive. Sometimes the situation doesn't allow for that, genuinely just doesn't allow for that movement, but this is saying that this situation does allow for that movement, and it's time to head directly towards something you love, something that you connect with and resonate with. And then where you're headed here, you could be making some really great memories right now, or just remembering how happy you've been in the past, remembering that things have worked out in the past, remembering joys, and you could be creating those memories that you're going to have for a lifetime right now, these memories that are going to sustain you in the future. This could also be reconnecting with something as you go towards something that you love, something that you connect with. This could also be reconnecting with something from your past, something that has brought you joy, that maybe you were bullied away from or told you couldn't do that. And now here you are as you head towards that which you love, as you turn on that part of yourself that moves towards life and that which brings you alive. You're creating memories, and you're also revisiting past activities and past people that that really brought you alive and really have sustained you, and the memories of them have sustained you. So, all right, Sagittarius, that was a long and distracted reading, but my God, it was beautiful, and I really, really love this journey. All right, have a great week.